All right, episode 2 and episode 1 already demonetized. You see, Jet Setter Morningwood not going to let us get money, so I guess we can't use Midnight Club songs.
Oh, fregón, huh? You beat a girl?
Hello everyone, CD Racing here, and welcome back for episode 2 of our refurbished Midnight Club playthrough. Now, we've got a couple tournaments on our hands. These became available to us as soon as I stopped recording last episode. We got the 300C and the Bel Air up for grabs. But, real quick, we gotta
Beat a girl?
So, on our way to race Vanessa in our 6-4. Now, big news coming in right here.
Oh man, you gotta race my homie Phil? That guy is insane. But that hot match is eating me.
And Mr. Mechanic is not lying when he's talking about that chopper. This early in the game, anyone on a motorcycle is a nationwide Avengers level threat, and it's going to be very difficult to stop them. So we're probably not going to touch Phil for a while, no diddy. But Vanessa in a pink Eclipse, that's a little bit more our speed. We're going to see how we tackle it on the way oh, never mind. We're already here. My bad. So, race 1 with Vanessa. How is it going to go? I don't remember if we race only tuners when we're racing Vanessa, but $800 to win the race is not much to write home about how expensive things are going to get very quickly. So, PCH Sprint, let's make the most of it. Race 1 with Vanessa. Let's line them up and go. It would appear that I was right. We are racing only tuner cars, and we brought Big Body Bertha. It's a statement piece. Oh my god, Fat Joe! Wow, so many callbacks in this game. But let's focus, let's lock in, yeah? Automatically, the IS300 is gone. It was to be expected. That car in real life and in this game is pretty damn sick, and I wish I had one. Vanessa, using her nitrous early.
Too soon, Junior.
Yeah, you can tell it's Vanessa's first rodeo because you should not use the nitrous if I'm behind you. That's free eats all day, every day. So, using the slipstream, we are now position 1 out of 7 in the sprint, and we have a pretty solid lead. Swing it! Big body style into this corner using the trash can to correct our angle. I wish I could tell you that was on purpose, but sometimes I just hit shit. So, over the big boy jump, landing strong in the Big Body Bertha. Quick little sprint down to the finish line. Competition is tight. I think we're going to be all right, though. We're going to make our way through what I believe is the theme park in Sandiego after ripping through the back alleys. And yeah, some of these earlier races, all you need to do is get to a quick lead. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Where did this guy come from? Oh, my God. All right. Take 2, race 1 with Vanessa. We got Manny fresh in the background and a fresh head of hatred on our shoulders. Let's get going. Off the rip, you can tell we are immediately going for the sweat tactics, delaying our start so that we can get the big draft. And now we're just coasting. We're going to hope that we can get to a good enough lead to not let the shenanigans happen again and get this series over with. But man, that IS300 just moves, dude. I mean, I'm driving a big block Chevy, I think. I don't know what came in these things, but there's no reason that naturally aspirated 2J and or Beams motor should be keeping up with me this easily. But I digress. You know, don't hate the player, hate the game. And I'm trying not to hate Midnight Club right now. Just kidding. We've only lost 1 race. It would take a lot more for me to hate this game. Race 2, coming down the stretch, I said, let's take the route that the other guys took last time and see if that works a little bit better. And turns out it does. You can see the lead is pretty damn insurmountable at this point. Just 1 more block to go. And that is race 1 down in the books. 2 more to go before we beat Vanessa. Now, beating Vanessa is not the most incredible feat. However, unlocking the unbeatable street racers where you can only race in tuner class vehicles is huge for the progression and overall ability to beat this game. You unlock an ability called Zone, and if you don't remember what Zone is, I'm not going to tell you. We're going to save it for a later episode because it's insanely useful. Horton hears a who, I hear a hijinks. Race 2 with Vanessa. Let's see how it goes. All right. Starting in front of the water park, for those keen-eyed viewers, this is one of the clips from the intro. Does that mean the race is intriguing? I wouldn't leave it in if it wasn't. So, race 2 with Vanessa is underway. Lights out and away we go. And yes, we are going right back to the sweat strats. I ideally... Woo! Oh! I know y'all like that one. Two-wheel through the minivan. But now, I'm trying to get Sandiego out of the way as soon as possible for a couple of reasons. One, I've started so many different Midnight Club playthroughs. I've seen Sandiego and raced Sandiego enough times to vomit. Now, I still love this place, don't get me wrong, but there are many other objectives in this career mode playthrough. And secondly, I have an idea for an intro when we get to Atlanta with a T.I. song that is just so perfect, and I can't wait to do it. So, we gotta get Sandiego out of here as quickly as possible. Now, given the fact that I'm way far back in 3rd place, it might seem like that is not sure, but I promise you it is. We've got time, and I've got top speed on a lot of these tuner cars. The Impala, or the muscle cars in general, just have a lot quicker high speeds, and I think Vanessa just got hit by a train. Didn't happen on screen, but she's gone now, and this SRT Neon is the only thing we are racing. Absolutely butchered that last corner. We got another IS 300 just working its way past us. Another slipstream turbo. Hold the drift so that we can get another slipstream. Unfortunately, not able to use it as we round that corner, but catching up at the last second, we are going to use our map knowledge, cut through the parking garage, back over the jump, and that's first place. First try. Got a little sketchy, but we made it out alive, and I don't think Vanessa did. Oh, there she is! Apparently her Eclipse is train-proof, but not quick enough to beat me. $1,500. That's a lot more cash than the last race, and that's what we like to see. We got one more before we round out Vanessa pretty quick, as it's supposed to be. These first couple racers are just supposed to introduce you to the game, and I mean, she's in this Eclipse. She's not even in the cool Eclipse, so it's light work, no reaction every time. Race 3 sunset clips, and it's probably going to be the sunset on this series. You see this guy. Wow. I don't know who this guy thinks he is, but we're the ones racing, so let's get this underway. Arms up, ready for it to go down. 3, 2, 1, and go. And of course, our trademark start of getting the free slipstream. I can't promise that I'll do this every race, but, you know, when we don't have any nitrous, oh my god. Collision does not allow us to make that corner, and off to a terrible start. Dead last at the first checkpoint. Definitely not where we want to be. So while we try to catch up, let's talk real quick. I can't say that I'm going to do that cheesy start every single time. It's just free boost. And when the car doesn't have nitrous, you need every advantage you can get. So, oh my god. I can't even speak right now. We're messing up so bad. Smacking it into a wall is not what you want to be doing in these races. And as far as a rubber band goes, Midnight Club 3 will give the AI rubber band. It's very rare that you'll win a race by a lot, unless you're just absolutely bossing. They'll usually catch up to you. But it's usually on you to try and catch these cars when you're dead last. So we've got an Eclipse right here. We're going to wait for the road to straighten out and try to hit a little slipstream. Let's see what happens here. And he's going to use his... Oh my god! Oh, wait a minute. This is Midnight Club. What have I been doing? Get out of here! I completely forgot that we're playing Midnight Club and we can just bully people off the road. So, 2 Eclipses down. One ran into the back of an ambulance. The other was coerced into hitting some other cars, we'll say. Back into the sketchy section, trying to navigate this Impala through these tubes. It's not going well. You see one checkpoint in front of us. We've got Vanessa right here. Save up for the slipstream. Get on the gas. It's going to be so close. No. We lost to the Mayo. Oh, my God. Terrible. That's an insane margin of error. And next time out, we did end up getting the victory. I didn't showcase this race because despite the fact that Vanessa is very close to us and she was there the whole race, I got a lead early and kept it. So not the most visually entertaining race. But that's Vanessa down in quite the interesting fashion. I did not expect her to be the one to give us the most trouble, but the unbeatable street racers, they definitely will. Some of the tuner cars towards the end of this game, absolute lunacy. And because I'm doing this for the playthrough and not trying to sweat, I'm probably not going to buy any of the Lotuses that are available in this game because you can't customize them that much. You can't make them look that cool, and that's not fun. So I have to use a car that sucks. and we'll see how that goes. Back at 619 Custom, and we had to get the car ready. I'm not sure if we're going to race the unbeatable street racers in this car, but if we are, it had to get faster. So as you can see on the left-hand side of the car, it's gotten a little faster. I think I have almost all of the level 1 upgrades on the car at this point in time. Now, I thought about mud flaps for the grins. Not going to go through with it. And wheels, I wanted to throw some American Racings on here. I know they're a little overdone, but for good reason. I mean, look at that. Now, I don't have $2,500 to spend on wheels, so we're going to have to keep what we've got on it for now. And speaking of unbeatable street racers...
Oh, fregón, huh? You beat a girl? Well done, ese. Those tuner kids think you can drive okay. They invited you to take part in the Unbeatable Street Racers private club competition. All you gotta do is turn up in a tuner and keep impressing the kids. I know, why bother? But apart from all the feria you're gonna be lifting off these fools, those vatos got some firme skills. Maybe they can teach you something. Anyway, do what you like. I'm just giving you some advice.
All right, so on screen now, City Tournament is now open, which means we've got 3 different tournaments that we can enter at this moment in time. So I think the unbeatable street racers are going to remain unbeatable for just that little bit longer. Let's go win that 300C and just blow up our bank account. All right. Race 1 of the tournament for the 300C. I believe this is called the Balboa Tournament. We'll see what happens. Lights get ready to go, and once again, an IS-300, or 2 IS-300s are racing us. I didn't get a look at the whole grid, but in case y'all have forgotten, tournaments in Midnight Club, if for some reason you mess up so bad that you feel like you should just restart the race, good luck, because if you restart a race in tournament mode, you have to restart the entire tournament. The stakes are high, the prizes are a lot higher. Let's see, is that an Evo? My God, how am I supposed to compete with this? I'm in a 64 Impala on street tires, and this dude brought an Evo. We got to get some sort of Forza competition regulation here, because that seems a bit unfair. But so far, we're oh my God, man. So we just got jumped over. Yeah, tournaments, in case you don't know, I believe the competition just gets genuinely harder across the board, and us swerving into walls for no apparent reason definitely doesn't help our case. But we have nitrous now, and we're going to use that to the absolute best of our ability. If I could give any of y'all pointers, in case you've never beaten Midnight Club before, save your nitrous until you crash. You can get a lot of free turbos just like that. The slipstream is very easy to get. Save the nitrous for if you happen to mess up. If you go an entire race and you don't mess up and you never have to use it, congratulations. But it's better to have and not need than to need and not have. Never waste it on a straightaway, because you'll most likely end up smacking a wall anyways. And speaking of smacking, this guy in the IS-300 behind us refuses to give up. I think this is the guy that jumped us earlier in the race, and there's the Evo. Of course, tight margins here. And yeah, sections like that, the tuners are going to take us all day. So maybe the unbeatable street racers in the Impala, not the move, because every time we have to take a corner, we get just absolutely blown away by these guys. And I think that a second Evo has hit the race. This is terrible. Another slipstream turbo going around, position swapping crazy throughout this entire race. I think every car on this field has led. One more checkpoint to go. The Evo right in front of us. Can we snag a slipstream right at the end through 2 cars? And there it is, right at the end. Snagging first place there. Like I said, if you have to restart the tournament, you got to go from the beginning, so every point counts. Able to snag 8 in that one right there. Not a bad start. We got 2 more races in this tournament. A collapse is possible, so let's lock in. Now, I see Balboa drag. That means mostly straight lines, if I'm being optimistic, because keeping up with the tuners in that last race was hard. You saw how hard I had to swing this thing. And as much as I'd like to make Paul Wall proud, and it's hard to do consistently, especially when your competition are evidently well-built tuner cars. So, arms go up, wait for him to go down, and we're going to go that cheap start every single time. We're racing Evos and IS-300s in a big body Impala. I'm going to use every opportunity for an advantage that I've got. Back-to-back slipstreams. One of these Evos used nitrous off the bat, which gives us... We had the opportunity for 3, but I'm not going to activate the turbo when I have no wheels on the ground. I'm not that crazy, especially in the tournament where we can't restart. So, Couple of checkpoints into race 2, decent lead. Competition is stacked up behind us. And one thing I think I need to get better at is not letting these guys slipstream behind me. You see the lines that come off the cars when I'm charging the meter? They can do the exact same thing to me, and they do it fairly often. So, completely ignoring the advice that I gave you guys earlier, I'm going to go ahead and use the nitrous down the back straight because I see that the finish line is very close to us. Got a little too close to comfort for some of those cars there, but top speed down the back straight. I spoke about it earlier. These muscle cars, if they have one advantage, it's that even early in the game, their top speeds are absolutely ridiculous. I don't even think I put a gear kit on this thing, and we can consistently sit 170 miles an hour. So, back-to-back wins in a 3-race series, unless we absolutely fumble the bag and Ray gets first place. I think we've already won the tournament, but Hillcrest Hysteria sounds like a race that's going to make my Impala absolutely cry for mercy. So let's see how we do. All right, final race of the tournament. I probably should have figured out which car is Ray so that I could act accordingly, but we're just, I mean, it doesn't matter if Ray wins if we win, right? So that's our mentality going into race 3. 2-lap circuit race, don't know how complicated the circuit is, and there's an option for a little gas station shortcut there, and you see me swing the ass end of this Impala out way too wide, already almost down to dead last, which is exactly what we said we should avoid here in this race. So, got quite the mountain to climb here on our way back to not losing this tournament. Now, it is a circuit race, and 2 different people just got hit by a train, so, you know, oh my god. Typical Midnight Club activities, people getting hit by trains and dodging Tacomas. If you know, you know. So, crazy drift into the parking structure. We know this is a shortcut right here based on where that next checkpoint is, and we still have a thing of nitrous. As I was saying, in circuit races, you get your nitrous refilled at the end of every lap. So especially towards the latter end of the game where you have like 4 shots of nitrous on your car, just spam them in a circuit race. You're going to get them back immediately. You see, we've already finished just 1 lap, and I didn't even feel the need to use my nitrous. And so right now, we know we're going to get it back. Fly past that guy. A little bit of karma for the guy that got us the first time. Just jump right over him. Final lap. I think that Evo that we just jumped over is Ray. That's a complete guess, not even educated. But if I had to put money on it, the guy that's winning is the guy that's been almost winning the entire race. So, another Evo, not even the same one that we just jumped, passing us. Man, the positions in these races change so rapidly. Flying down downtown, try not to hit the train again, and see how we do. And again, the top speed of these muscle cars coming in so clutch here. You just absolutely fly down these roads. Besides this mad lad in the Evo, sticking with me the entire time back there. He was so close, I didn't even see him on the minimap. Thank God I have a mirror. I would have never known. But coming towards the end of the second race here, it seems that the parking lot route is just too strong to be beaten when we have the top speed advantage that we do. So is this going to be a clean sweep of the Balboa tournament? It's looking so. Evo coming back on us right now. Does not matter. We had the nitrous in our back pocket the entire time. And that is first place in the Balboa tournament. Tell me what we won, mechanic.
Nice. The 300C is an instant classic. That's incredible. And those dub guys really did that thing up right. She's beautiful when she's dubbed out, ain't she?
Yeah, sold immediately. A 300 looks like a Phantom until a Phantom pulls up, and I think those cars are absolutely terrible. If you feel some type of way about them, oh well, because I sold mine for $53,000. That's a lot of coin. Unfortunately, we cannot afford the CTSV, so we can't go luxury sedan for luxury sedan, and I've already done the GS430 to death. I don't think anyone needs to see me build that, but we could use a tuner car. I did the Jetta last playthrough, and it's okay. The customization options are boring, but $16,000 to get the Scion TC is hard to pass up when we already have the level 1 upgrades and the money to do so. And the SRT4, it's so nice. It's so fast. So fast that it feels like cheating. I'm almost starting to think that the nature of this playthrough is going to be nerfing myself to use the cars that aren't as good. Because if I just wanted the best tuner car, what you're looking at right now is it. The SRT4 in this game, I wouldn't even be shocked if you could beat the game with only this car. And that's no fun. So we're going to drop 16 grand on a Scion TC and just make the most of it. You know, we've already got enough money in our bank to get this thing fully upgraded, level 1 all the way. Painted it blue, off the rip because I thought, what a nice color. And then by the time it was finished, it was completely different. And speaking of completely finished, since I don't think you guys want to sit along the entire build process with me, what do we think? Thought I'd go something a little different. The little matte cream color with the black wheels, chrome spoke, not by choice because Midnight Club 3 just won't let you paint the lip of the wheels. I'm not really sure why, but given the fact that this game has very early 2000s super overboard customization options for these tuner cars, I think this is not bad. It's definitely going a bit overboard to consider it OEM plus, but I still think it's a nice little tasteful build. Nothing crazy, nice little ducktail on the back for a front-wheel drive turbocharged car, but I digress. Now the 64 Impala, you're not getting left alone either. I've got $19,000 to make this thing look just a little bit better, and let's see how we do. So what do we think? I know this one might not be as well received. We did throw the American Racings on there, kept them silver or chrome, and we paint matched the chrome on the car to the color of the vehicle, to the best of our ability. What do we think? Do we think it's too much blue? Do we think the blue on the trim is too different and kind of stands out a bit? That's my only nitpick on the car right now, but I think it looks a little bit better than the white. Y'all will have to let me know down below. But we didn't buy the Scion to let it sit in the garage. We've got races to win. So, load it up. Who were we racing first? Turns out it's not who we're racing, but what we're racing for. Bel Air Tournament. Now, we already have a muscle car, so you might ask yourself why we're doing this. Because we're going to sell it for profit. Because we need all that money. And why we are racing against Group B muscle cars and a Scion TC, I could not tell you. So we're in for a wild ride here. Acceleration and handling are going to be a lot better than anything that the Impala offered us. But you'll notice, even with the slipstream, oh my god, that guy's hauling. Even with the slipstream turbos, you'll see I can get to 175 miles an hour, and I'll fall off to about 150 very quickly. Now, this is a very quick race, and it took 2 slipstreams and a shot of nitrous to have the Camaro finish right behind us. I mean, competition in this tournament is wild. So we're going to get as many points as we can. Stole one in the beginning, and we'll take that every time. Not a good testament of what the Scion is actually capable of. But fear not, because we will reach super psionic speed very soon, if you know what I did there. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to the loadout of these races, because this tournament is actually pretty cool. Every single race is well, the first 3 races are different, and the final race of this tournament is going to be all 3 of the routes that we have driven all at once, and it makes for some pretty interesting stuff. You see 2 people off the rip not making that first corner, and I was pretty close to not being able to make it as well. In a circuit race, and this one, it's literally just 1 lap around the parking garage. I'm using the nitrous every single lap. You see these Camaros behind me, they just gain speed so quickly. 21.9, our fastest lap, and he is gone. Going with the nitrous before the corner was one of the choices of all time, which gives us the ability to get the slipstream. I opted not to take it because there's a corner coming. We're going to sit in his slipstream and then lose it around the final corner, using the nitrous because we know we're going to get it back flying towards these guys. The nitrous will get us to 175 miles an hour, but we don't sit there. So the advantage of the Impala was actually a bit better than I thought it was. This thing is pretty quick, and you see how well I'm handling these corners. Handling is not an issue, but maintaining our speed is what we need on 2 wheels to try and drive. Oh my god, we won! Oh my god, look, we tied! I have never seen that before. The exact same time across the line. Why we got more points, I don't know. But a win is a win, and we will take that every time. And man, that guy in the Camaro, that thing is hideous. Doo-doo brown with gold trim. Someone take that guy's keys immediately. Race 3, right in front of the cruise ship. That guy has hydraulics on a Camaro. It's Midnight Club. I guess I'm going to have to put hydraulics on a car eventually, huh? Launching hard, not even going for the delayed start on purpose. These Camaros are just so fast off the line that I have no choice but to go for the slipstream, or I'm already in a bad spot. This seems a bit insane. Speaking of insane, look at that. Over 4 different trucks. I think those are like 3 fire trucks and a bus that we just jumped. 4th one on the way. Go ahead and swing around that one. Yeah, we're making it on the 5 o'clock news with that one, for sure. Now, off to a decent stop. I guess no one else had the stones to jump over an active accident, but if you want to win, you got to win. And another very, very quick race. This is already the end. Just a little sprint. Use the nitrous right at the end to solidify that. Land a little truckle, but we're all right. Sliding to the end there. Tammy coming up in second place, which means, yes, we have already won the tournament, numbers-wise. Now, even though the first 3 races were very quick and chaotic, the final race, crossing the finish line now in first place, Jaleel, a little bit further behind than most of these other races, and that was unfortunately the story of this one. It got out to an early lead, and everyone else was so dead set on screwing each other over that we kind of just coasted to an easy victory. Now, we did win another car. Mr. Mechanic, tell us what we won.
It's a 57, baby. An American classic Chevy Bel Air. It's beautiful.
All right, so the mechanic seemed a bit more excited than a 300C than he did for a shoebox Chevy, which tells me all I need to know about that dude. Now, squat on him, stun on him, and send it home. $50,000 at our disposal. I'm thinking it's new car time, but that is going to be for the next episode. That is going to be it. If you guys have enjoyed episode 2 of our Midnight Club 3 playthrough, feel free to heel toe that like and subscribe combo. As always, if you have any recommendations for vehicles to buy, races to do, notes for how the videos are going audio-wise, video-wise, I'll listen to all of it. But for now, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. If you made it this far, go ahead and say Super Psionic Speed in the comments. And as always, I will see you in the next one.